Morning! You make the whole thing so complicated. You just need the correct swing direction, you need to learn how to use the bounce correctly in the swing, you need to learn how to release the club head and feel the weight of the club head. If I can do it, you can do it.
It's not difficult, it's not complicated, it's not something you can't do. This is absolutely massive. If you don't, none of the releases will work. You don't play the ball, you play the... And the release, whoa, baby. How you address the ball with your hands determines how much freedom you give your wrists. We've all been there, haven't we? It just opens the door. It gives you more options. Now feel the club head pass the hands through impact, but stay connected, and if you need to get the ball up in the air and land it nice and softly.
Now this is for all you guys out there that think, oh yeah, he's got a perfect lie, anybody can play a chip from there, can't they? Right. Get in there.
Now the three releases around the green that all great players know how and when to use, and it's not difficult, it's not complicated, it's not something you can't do. You know, it's safe, it's consistent, and it opens so many doors and gives you so many more options around the green. Now whoa, before we even kick off, grip pressure is absolutely massive. If you hold too tight or you grab at impact, the club head won't release, and the bounce, your safety mechanism, will be taken out of the shot. Not good. Now feel the weight of the club head in your hands and maintain consistent grip pressure right the way through the shot. This is absolutely massive. If you don't, none of the releases will work. The club head wants to work. You've got to allow it. Otherwise you'll always struggle with chipping and pitching and any shots around the green. Now I'm going to get this one out of the way first. The Phil Mickelson hinge it, hold it, de-loft it, and hold the angle and nip the ball off the turf. Well, you're a better man than me. I mean, Phil Mickelson is absolutely amazing. He's fantastic. He's one of the best. But that is difficult. I hope your timing's good.
Same motion. Hinge and hold.
I like hitting chips off an upslope like this in Bermuda because it prevents you from dragging the handle. Yeah. And I that would be my bad habit. Would be I drag the handle and it's just not.
So when you
have to feel like you have to feel like everything matches up. Yeah. You got to hit it perfect. Yeah.
Now the bounce and release secret that nobody seems to talk about, is it a secret? I don't know, but nobody seems to talk about it. You don't play the ball, you play the ground. And the club head and the bounce skips on the turf and glides under the ball. So look at a point behind the ball and you play that point. You play the ground and not the ball. And never swing left and try and cut across any of these shots, unless you're going to fight to try and keep the club face open. But the club head will glance across the ball, which is very challenging to time. And that's being kind.
Why do you like hitting draws?
Because it's easy to kind of rake across and get it raky and steep. It's a little harder to. It's inconsistent that way. Exactly. Isn't it? But trying to hit draws in like that.
Oh, that was actually
shallow me out.
Yeah.
Aim slightly left and swing out to the right, out to the target, which stabilizes the whole movement. It activates the bounce and stops the leading edge from biting and digging into the ground. And the release, whoa, baby. The release, it sounds quite fancy, doesn't it? But it's actually just the way the club head swings through the ball through impact. I mean, you must have heard of it. Please release me, let me go. Oh, I know that was bad, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, that was a little bit awkward. Cut. But that's what you have to do. You have to release it and let it go.
I said, Matthew, just let it go.
Yeah. How you address the ball with your hands determines how much freedom you give your wrists and how much the club head will release. The higher you set your hands at address, so therefore the steeper the shaft angle, the less you'll use your wrists and the club head won't release as much. Now the lower you set your hands at address, it primes the wrists for movement and gives them more freedom and more release. Now you see this from a flop shot around the green or from the bunker.
Face, I mean, that way, path that way.
No, the path isn't.
Well, they tell you to do
don't want to
this.
swing left.
Like a lot of teachers tell you to start doing and hitting shots like that, which.
Now this is the easiest way to play a bunker shot. So you come in, you stand slightly open, nice wide stance, you go down in your knees. Okay, ball position left of centre, open the face, then take your grip. So you open the face first, then you take your grip. Now you want nice low hands. This adds to this angle here, gives you more loft and gets you swinging more out in front of you. You don't want to be swinging left this way. Now you want to get the sand going towards the target. So throw the sand out towards the target and then you'll find your low point. So just like this, okay. Wide stance, ball position left, club face open, nice low hands and get the sand going out to the target. Just like that. Easy, huh?
Don't wanna waste time. I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young.
Apex irons, the standard grade 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out.
Now let's keep it nice and simple. Put your feet quite close together, stand slightly open, nice and neutral with your body weight, so body weight's evenly distributed on both feet, and the ball position is inside of your left heel, just left of centre. Now I don't like to see much shaft lean because that just takes the bounce off the shot, and the leading edge is just going to want to bite and dig into the ground and dig a hole you're probably going to want to jump into. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we?
Because when you pull the handle forward, you eliminate the bounce angle on the club. Because if you pull the shaft 20 degrees forward and the bounce has 12, you have no bounce. So that's why it's important to let the club head return back in front of you so that you can skid the ground, use the club the way it was designed.
Now release one is your standard chip shot, which is played around the green and gets the ball running nicely to the hole. Now with the release one, you want to get your hands in the highest position with a shaft angle similar to that of a putter at address. Now this limits the mobility of the wrists. And this also lifts the heel off the ground, which is absolutely fantastic because the heel just wants to bite and dig into the ground. And there's more bounce on the toe, and the toe skips and glides on the turf.
Nearly got it, I nearly got it. There's more bounce on the toe. The heel cuts and the toe glides and skips on the turf. There's more bounce on the toe.
Now the body rotation and the hand and arm movement should all work together in sync. Now a really great way to feel how this works is to grip right down the shaft to the club head. The shaft goes just above the left hip and you maintain this connection here and you turn back and you turn through, maintaining the connection back and through, and you feel how everything works together in the correct sequence.
It's getting a bit warm here. You wouldn't think it was November. Get that t-shirt back out. Hey?
Now just to give you a reference point of the release and how much you do release, after you've hit the shot you want the butt of the club to be pointing at the front hip, at your left hip. Now you can use release one with pretty much every club in the bag, from a chip shot just off the side of the green or a long chip and run right from the very back of the green. And also as well, release one, it works quite well from every kind of lie. I mean, if the ball's sitting down or you've got no grass to work with, or even if you've got a fluffy lie, release one is a good solid shot. And it's quite versatile. You can use it from all over the place.
Nearly that far off. Now this is for all you guys out there that think, oh yeah, he's got a perfect lie, anybody can play a chip from there, can't they? Right, I'm going to give myself a really crappy lie, okay? And I'll show you how good the toe cuts. Right, ball in a bare patch there, look, that's a really crappy lie on the edge of the green. Look at that, get in. Oof, nearly. See, it does work.
Now release 1 is a good rock solid shot, and to be honest with you, most amateur golfers, you don't need no more. But release 2, it just opens the door. It gives you more options. If you've got no green to work with, you know, and you need to land the ball nice and softly, release 2 just adds a little bit of, you know, a little bit of finesse. And release 2, it's also a very versatile shot. You can use it from all kinds of lies. And release 2 is the shot I love to play. You know, that gives me more freedom. You know, I can hit the ball higher, lower, more spin, less spin, but it just needs a little bit of practice.
First one of the day, get in there.
Now with this shot, you want to give your wrists more freedom. So you need to drop your hands at address, which moves the turf contact to the center of the sole and bounce. With really nice soft hands, maintain this grip pressure throughout the shot and feel the weight of the club head in your hands. Now you see a little bit of cupping in your lead wrist, your left wrist through impact. Also, because the club head is releasing through impact, you'll notice that the butt of the club is pointing more towards the center of your body, okay, more towards the belt buckle, but make sure everything stays connected. Your hands and arms and body, everything works together. You don't want to be flipping through impact and leaving the body behind, because that just doesn't work. Now feel the club head pass the hands through impact, but stay connected with the body rotation. So relax and let it flow, let it go, and allow the club head to do the work for you. And don't go and ruin it and just grab and pull on the handle, because that just doesn't work, and that's just bad. You know it, woo! Now just to keep you up to speed, I've got some really cool golf travels coming up in some top destinations. It'll be absolutely great to see you there. So check out my homepage for more information, and I'll try and leave Superman at home. I'm not promising anything though. I'd be lost without Superman. And so would you, wouldn't you? I knew it. Now release number 3 is not something you really need in your game. You know, it's like a Ferrari. You don't really need one of them, but you do, if you know what I mean. But you've got to have a decent lie. And if you need to get the ball up in the air and land it nice and softly, then release 3, that'll do the job for you. And release 3 is quite handy if you want to show off a little bit, you know, in front of the lads and the lasses. But just don't do it like this, will you? Hey? Now for release 3, you want to drop your hands for maximum wrist freedom, which moves the club head turf interaction more towards the heel area on the sole or on the bounce, which is actually the dangerous bit, the dangerous area. A bit like a Ferrari, huh? Come on. Through impact is when you get maximum cupping of the lead left wrist with nice soft hands, but support this with a nice turn through. It's a longer wristy swing, so you're going to need a wider base, a wider stance to support it. Now with lots of wrist hinge in the backswing, now fire the club head under the ball with a very conscious release through impact, but with nice soft hands. Now at the end of the swing, the great Severiano Ballesteros, who's a hero of mine and a hero of many golfers, many people, Sevi was just awesome. He'd say you put the grip in your pocket after the swing because the wrists are fully hinged. So there's the 3 releases. Release 1 is your front hip, release 2 is the belt buckle or the centre of your body, release 3 is your back hip. But obviously you want to match these up with the lie and the shot you want to play. Now with nice soft hands, don't swing left, will ya? Huh. Use the bounce and play the ground and not the ball. If you've got this far into the video, then surely you've already given me a big thumbs up, haven't you? You thought about subscribing? Oh, I knew it. Oh.
You see that? That's a good one.
Oh, you're already subscribed. Well, good. Well, tell all your friends about me then, all right? And I'll keep making these videos for you.
I mean, you probably wouldn't play release 2 and 3 from there, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway.
It's really good, mate.
You're a car over there.
Yeah.
Get a hole in one, I bet you over, innit?
Yeah, you might do, you might do. Look at that, Rube. It's going to be a good day today, mate. Look at that. Perfect shot, Sam. Hey? Oh, go Sevi. Great shot, that, mate. Hey? Easy. Easy. It's a great shot. So good, isn't he? He's so good at that, like.